Good after. Well, can't talk today, I guess. Good afternoon, everyone. I needed to have done this a week ago, but it didn't get done, so that's the way sometimes things happen. We are going to start a new book in August. By we, I mean Lisa from Lisa My Eclectic Life. There will be a link down below in the description box. In August, we're going to do a new book. We've been working on our napkin journal for all of July, and we're going to call it done at the end of the week and start fresh in August with something new. We want to do a sort of a tag book. Is what I'm going to call it, is a tag book. There's a bunch of them out there right now, and actually there will be 3 videos in the description box with, I don't want to tell you that this is how we're going to do it, but there's some great ideas in these books, and we're going to take these 3 videos and, as you know, put our own spin on it. I just wanted to come on and give you some of the things that, if you want to play along and make this book with us, that you will need. I want to give you the videos, and also the videos in the description box will have like timestamps beside them so that you don't have to, you can go and see, because a couple of the videos, what we want to show you is kind of in the middle. This is going to be a hinged journal, and we're going to make, like I said, sort of a tag book. Now, these are pre-made tags. Probably got them on clearance somewhere. I probably won't use a ton of these. I probably might use a couple of them, but I want to use one or so. One of my sweet subbies, Linda, sent me this in a box, and I may use this one. I'm not sure because it's a little wide for what I have in my head, but we'll see. And I love this little piece at the top. So I want you to think about things that aren't already tags, though. This is a time card. And see, it's long, skinny shape. That's kind of what we're going to go for, is long, skinny shapes. These are some pieces. These are the tags from my napkin journal that I haven't finished. And they would be perfect for this book. They may be a little tall. I might have to cut them down. This is an old style letter envelope, and I might use one of those in there. This is a coin envelope, and see, if they all have this tall kind of skinny shape, that's what I'm trying to point out. I have this fun score pad that I got somewhere. I may use a piece of this. Now, obviously, that's not heavy enough to be a page or a tag, so it'll have to be backed. This is a guest check. Again, the tall, skinny kind of thing. This is some packaging that I may use that are tag-like. This one is probably a little wide, but it can be cut, and there again, it's just some packaging. So, one of the things you'll want, besides tag-shaped things, is this is wallpaper or scrap paper that fits into your theme. You might want some cardstock, because like this guest check is in no way heavy enough, so I'll probably back it with some cardstock to turn it into an actual page. So you'll probably want some cardstock. This happens to be craft cardstock. This is coffee dyed or tea dyed, not sure which, can't remember. And maybe some background paper. Of course, you're going to want to decorate this later, but we'll get into more of that as far as the decoration part goes as we talk about this journal. And after you see the videos that Lisa and I have in mind, I'm sure that you'll have in mind what you want to do too. Now, this is going to be a hinged bound journal. So, couple of the things that we're talking about using, and there's a ton of these here, but that's because I grabbed, our tickets. Now these are not fancy at all. I'm probably going to stick some of them in some coffee and see what happens. But these are regular tickets. You could also use, and I'm thinking about using some stamps that have a long, tight, thin thing. Now the problem with a stamp, obviously, is that it's not near stiff enough to use as a hinge where the ticket is. So I'll have to back this with something else. Probably some coffee dyed cardstock or something like that. So you need to be thinking about your hinges. Now one of the things that we talked about is that since you might not have tickets, and Lisa knows that she doesn't have tickets, we're going to discuss how you can make some tickets. These are not hard to make at all. We're going to give you ideas for creating tickets of your own to use as your hinges. Lisa's talking about using some fabric, and I have a couple of pieces of fabric that I thought might be fun as hinges. You could take out this little piece right here, back it with some paper or cardstock, or not. You might just use the fabric as it is and create hinges with that. There were other pieces in here that could be a hinge. Let's see what's on this side. Like this little chicken one. Oh, that's a candle, not a chicken, excuse me. So fabric would work. I have this particular piece of ticket fabric, which backed with some brown paper or something will make great hinges. Lisa ordered, and there will be a link in the description box down below for those of you who are interested. She ordered a digital kit, a digital from Artie Mays that has antique type tickets. So if you're interested in that, there's going to be a lot of links in this description box, guys. So it's going to take me a little bit to edit this video, just so you know. This is for August. We're going to start Tuesday, the first Tuesday in August, and I believe it will be on my channel at 2 p.m. Central Time, and we're going to create a hinged tag book, and we will probably be using some kind of tickets or stamps or something like that to create the hinges which will hold our pages together. So I hope that you'll come and play with us. I hope that you'll come and visit while we're doing this project, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.